All right, guys. So I'm going to do a quick recap on what I did on Apple because there's a couple of lessons that I think it's very important for trading. So I traded Tesla and Apple only. Apple on the long side and on the short side. Tesla on the long side and a loss. That I have this IWM position for swing and see if you can get above 150. So this is a very important lesson about 1 minute opening range breakup. On Tesla, I took a 1 minute opening range. This one shouldn't be here. I took 1 minute opening range breakup on Tesla and I got stopped out. So stock opened very strong. I went long and I had this high of pre-market, but stock dropped and I got stopped out. And the problem with that was stock was gapping down 5%. And stocks are in play are different. The stock that has gap up, very above the VWAP, gap up just above the VWAP, gap down way below the VWAP, or gap down just below the VWAP. These stocks are different when you're trading them. That's why I want to mention that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Ryan, PDT, and I are going to talk about how we trade 1 minute opening range breakup and breakdown, and we're going to actually discuss these stuff in there. It's going to be live on YouTube as well for those of you who are not lifetime member or not even a member. But the recording won't be available on YouTube. The recording would be available only on our lifetime webinar library. So that's the trade that I did. So I went long, I got stopped out. Eventually came back up, but it's just a choppy. It turned out to be choppy 5 minutes. Apple, on the other hand, was a stock that was gapping up, and it was way above the VWAP. See. Actually, I want to show that to you, that just before the open, this was Apple. The VWAP was at 1180 and was all the way up to 113. That's a huge move up from Apple. As soon as the market opened, it did pop up a little bit, but it sold off heavily, and it was really never set up for a 1 minute opening range breakup or breakdown. It could be a 1 minute opening range breakdown, but again, because the stock was gapping up, I just didn't take it. I was really not keen to take a short just above the VWAP. So it did, as you see, it did take that 1 minute opening range breakdown, but again, I wasn't comfortable taking a short on a stock that has gapped up. It turned out to be, in this case it worked, but not always it works. And then what I did was, after it lost the VWAP, I decided to take the trade to the short side. After it lost the VWAP, I took the trade to the short side. I added a couple of times. It did go up, and my stop loss was just above this level. I said, okay, if it comes and claims that, I'm gonna get out. It did drop. I added more in there, and as you see, it became a really nice short all the way to 110.88. And when it came near 110.88 in this pullback, I added a little bit more for a big drop for the crack of it. And on a 5 minute chart, on a 5 minute chart, I realized that actually the stock is turned out to be a really nice 5 minute opening range breakdown. And it looks like Apple is actually a much better strategy on a higher time frame. So really nice 5 minute opening range breakdown. What I did on Apple after that, I decided to take a reversal on that. So after really dropped to 110.85, had this level, came up, I took this reversal here at 111.20 for a pop back to VWAP, but it was a little bit immature. Why? Because by the time that I took the reversal, we didn't really have this doji or any signal on a 5 minute chart. We didn't have a new 5 minute high to give us something. We really didn't have any signal. So I got out on it with a loss on a 1 minute. I got stopped out with the loss on it, and I just waited to see what we get. Then it sold off more. We had two support level here, yesterday high and the previous day close. So I was hoping to get to these two levels and potentially we can take a reversal from there. But what I noticed that for 10 minutes, these two candlesticks on the 5 minute chart turned out to be a doji, and we never really hit this previous day close. And this level, this is a potential support level. We never really hit that. But as soon as I was really waiting to get that, as soon as I noticed that we are making this candlestick closes as a doji, I jump in at 110.66 all the way up to the VWAP. And that was a really nice reversal that I made the loss back plus some profit. This area would have been a really nice add. So after popped up, I started scaling out. In this drop, should have added. I didn't. It popped up. In this reversal, I added a little bit more, and I was expecting for another move back up. and it did pop up. I sold a little bit, and then after that I got stopped out. Eventually came back up. If I had my original position here, I would have stayed in there because my stop loss now is at the break even here. But I just, because I added my average just came around here, so I got stopped out on it. So that turned out to be a really nice reversal. This reversal was immature. So the point that I want to talk is this reversal was immature because there was no 5-minute confirmation. But this reversal turned out to be really nice because we had these two dojis on a 5-minute chart that shows that the buyers are really there to buy. And we also had a 5-minute candlestick making a new high. So the confirmation on 5-minute chart there. So that was a bad trade. This was a good trade because we had this confirmation. And again, I mentioned that this reversal trade was because of this confirmation that we had. So the confirmation on a 5-minute chart. That's why you always have to look at 2 time frame. Doesn't matter what time frame you're using. I'm using 1 and 5. One of them for tactical decision, one of them for a strategic decision. And that's exactly the example that we just saw that. All right, so that's a quick recap for me, guys. If you have any question, type it in the comments. Thumbs up if you like us, thumbs down if you don't like us, and tomorrow in the chat room. So let's see what we have on the psychology part. Let's see on the psychology part today what we got. So we have Mike talking about the importance of discipline today. Let me bring this one here. Move that one over there. So well, Mike is talking about the importance of discipline in trading today at 8 p.m. And on webinar we go to, so you always check our calendar, it's updated. I'll talk with Ryan PDT, and if you have any question, guys, you can also ask in the forum. I'll check the questions in the forum, and if there is anything that I need to prepare or maybe have screenshots or something for that, it gives me the time to think about it. Having said that, have a good day, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all tonight in Mike's webinar, if not tomorrow in the chat room, guys. Cheers.